Good morning, good evening, or good night, depending on whatever it is, wherever you are. Welcome back to the Fanfliction podcast, where we are writing Hollywood's next big blockbuster, one podcast at a time. Well, folks, it's time. It's season 2. Woo! Episode 1 is in the books. We have done the table read. If you're just jumping into our podcast and you haven't started season 1, hit pause and at least go listen to the table read. If you don't want to listen to all 12 episodes, at least catch up with the table read. That's going to get you, because we're starting episode 2 of our big Star Wars Disney Plus series script tonight, and you need to get caught up. All right, welcome back. If you've just read the table read, we're going to get started tonight. So let's go ahead and get some introductions in order. First of all, let's go with the host with the most. It's Jessica. How are you doing tonight?
I am doing fantastic. It's been a great week for me. So yeah, I have no complaints. No complaints here.
Yeah, that's somebody got nominated for an award or two.
Four
Four
Canadian Podcast Awards for my
shit.
other podcast, Opinionated Lushes.
That's my one.
So, yeah. So I'm pretty proud of that. We'll see if we win any. That's a whole other thing. But nominations are a win in themselves. So
That's right. Absolutely. Well, congratulations. I will vote for you because I have a vote in that. I'm lying.
I appreciate the support.
And as always, we're also joined by Brandon. Hi, Brandon. Yeah, Brandon's not here this week again. So Brandon's on his big manly family hunting trip. So go shoot Bambi so I don't hit it with my car. So have fun, Brandon. Be safe. He'll be back next week. All right. And I had something else. I don't know what I was going to say. We'll skip right on to it, and we'll go in with we are joined tonight by we said in the beginning, camera, Kai. That's it, right? Kai?
Yep.
Kai and Jim from the Rotten Treasures podcast. How are you guys doing tonight?
Hello, doing good.
Pretty good. 6 out of 10. Really riding where I've been lately and haven't improved.
So you had no complaints. Jim's gonna actually have a few. Jim, what are you upset about?
Oh, I'm upset on a lot of things. If I'm gonna say if we're gonna start off the top, Drew, I don't want to call you out too soon, but I'm gonna do it right now. Just so you know, that Bambi joke was said before the podcast. He had prepared that. He wrote that, and that's much more prep than we do on the Right Treasure podcast. So this is a good call out, in my opinion.
Yep.
I apologize on behalf of our podcast. My apologies.
Oh, this is gonna be great already.
Oh, too much pressure. Jim, we gotta go.
Oh yeah, we're being transcribed by an AI companion.
Yes. All this thing goes absolutely bonkers crazy, and it makes me laugh. I'll post it on Twitter. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
It doesn't understand that we're writing a script. So it thinks these characters are real people.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's fun. It's fun just to see where it's gonna go, because
it gets real confused when we start talking about people. Oh, it gets out there.
Not very smart.
No, not at all. Thank God, no Skynet yet.
I mean, I got a messed up mind, so prepared for me to pretty much compete on the same level. I think it's going to be you're not going to be able to tell which one's which at a certain point.
Well, trust me, this thing, you can't go as low as it can go. All right, well,
challenge accepted.
You guys ready to get started?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right, well, I should have already had this popped up. Let's go ahead and share the screen. That's the wrong page. Pop it up here to the script itself. Everybody can see it?
Yes.
All right, so we are tonight starting episode 2. We left off, our heroes are floating dead in space with just minutes left of oxygen. And I believe Chimek's last words were, "Well, we die here."
Mm-hmm.
In credits, we hit theme music. Well, I don't know if we do theme music first or we'll do it. I don't know. We'll figure that out later once we get past this opening flashback. But that being said, every episode will start with a flashback, like we did in the opening episode. So it's going to have something to do about Chimek's past that will tie into present day. So we're going to get started with tonight, and this whole scene. I'll go ahead and just sum it up before we start reading through it. This is the choosing of the Padawans. I don't know. I know in some books they've done different ways and how to do it, but I don't think we've ever seen like the ceremony on screen anywhere. If somebody out there wants to correct me, maybe I've been wrong, but I'm basically basing this off of.
Um,
Go ahead.
Technically, we saw the scene in which Anakin was assigned to Obi-Wan Kenobi, so I believe we have one scene of a Padawan being chosen.
I'm so sorry.
I
I'm so
know
sorry.
that scene too. That's like the one movie I saw.
Actually, I'm not sorry, Jim. I'm so glad you're here because
Actually, we have
not get
two
that.
because they assign Anakin to Liam Neeson before that as well.
That's true. This is a little different. I'm basing this off of one of the books, one of my favorite Star Wars books. It's the Dooku Fallen Knight or Fallen Jedi. I can't remember exactly what it's called now. This is not being assigned by the council. This is where they get basically all the younglings together when they come of age, and the Jedi Knights pick their Padawans as chosen by the will of the Force. Woo! So that's pretty much this whole opening scene, what it is. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started here, and we'll read a little bit. We have interior of the Jedi Temple Padawan training room. Pretty much the same room we saw sort of from the beginning, but it's got some chairs and kind of like a stage. And
Is this the same room that Anakin comes into and the one kid, Ross, is like, what are they doing, Master Anakin? And then he lights up his lightsaber and it cuts to the next scene?
that something like that, but on a much bigger scale.
Gotcha.
Okay, this would be a lot bigger because our opening.
I'm picturing.
Yeah, it's the same room that we had in the first scene where in the first episode where Chimek meets Colleen. They go and get her out of class. It's that, but there's some chairs and stuff. All right, so around 50 Jedi Knights are sitting down waiting for the choosing of the Padawans to begin. There is a lot of murmuring and chatter all around. Arden Harch and Mal Chimek are seated together. So we got everybody just basically sitting, watching, or waiting for this to begin. And they're going to have a little conversation here. Arden Harch, I wonder what the conditions will be for the duels. Okay. I wonder what the conditions will be for the duels.
Okay. So there's duels. Is that how and that's like they're battling for like the best.
Well,
masters?
Hold on. Let me finish this because I kind of wrote this as exposition with thrown in there what it is. So I'll read through and see if it goes well enough.
It insists upon itself. I got it.
Okay. So I'll start over. That's why I kind of stopped myself. I'm like, wait, I'll see if it actually works. See if you all get what it is. I wonder what the conditions will be for the duels. It will be pretty hard to top the underwater duels from last year. Mal Chimek, I just hope that it isn't something simple like blindfolded. That's what mine was. I remember being so disappointed. Whatever it is, it will be the will of the Force. I just hope it's competitive. Harch laughing. You just hope that Zephyr looks good. Chimek, what does that mean? I hope they all do well. Harch, of course you do, but everyone knows you've had your eye on him for a while now. Mal looks at Arden with a look of shock. Harch continued, it's okay. Nobody blames you. He's a very talented youngling. He will most certainly go on to do great things. Just then a bell chimes and a Jedi Master walks on stage and holds up their hand. Hold their hands up. Holds their hands up. Jedi Master 1 speaking. Welcome, Jedi Knights, to the choosing of the Padawans. Today we will let the Force guide us. Some of us will take on a Padawan today. If you do, I hope that your journey together will be prosperous and a fruitful endeavor. Harch whispering. So today is the day you truly move on from being my apprentice. That being said, don't think for a second that I will ever stop having things to teach you, young one. Call back to the first episode. Chemek, scoffing. You haven't called me young one in many years, master. Feeling sentimental today? Maybe you should think about taking on another learner. Harch. Perhaps. I don't know. I guess I will let the Force guide me. Jedi Master 1 motions to the back, and a ray shield suddenly comes up around the stage. Harch. Looks like you're going to get your wish. I don't think that this one's going to be boring. Jedi Master 1. For the duels this year, the Council has come to the decision that it will take place in a zero-gravity environment. Gasps and awe emanate from the crowd. Chattering begins to swell up. Quiet, please, Jedi Master continued. Quiet, please. Yes, I know that this is quite exciting. All of the gravity and air will be taken from the stage, and the participants will be wearing breathing packs. Without further ado, let's choose the first pairing. Bring me the stones. A young Padawan walks up to Jedi Master and hands her a small bag. As you know, all the younglings' names have been written on a stone and placed in this pouch. I will draw 2 names out at a time, and then they will duel. Remember, this isn't about winning and losing. It's about the will of the Force. So that kind of explained what it is a little bit.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Got it.
Sure.
All right. Well, let's back up there and we'll clean up some dialogue.
Cool. Yeah, because I have the ADHD thing where you start filling in the blank and you're like, what could it be? And I'm like, is it a thumb war? Like, how are they going to do this? So like, yes. Okay, this makes more sense.
Okay, so 50 Jedi Knights are sitting down for the choosing of the Padawans to begin. There's a lot of murmuring and chatter all around. Harch and Chemek are seated together. Anything else we need to add descriptive to
That makes sense. I mean, it sets the scene right away. Like, I'm imagining like the camera like panning and showing everyone like seated and
pulling close up on our 2 mains.
I think the chatter covers it. Like I was like, oh yeah, I'm trying to imagine almost like is it overwhelming chatter? Is there kind of just like the what's the word I'm looking for? When you get like a sound like a
hush.
Yeah, like there's like a like almost like that kind of situation. I don't know if it's necessary to add that. I just love flowery language.
Well, I think that's what we're going to have when she raises her hands and
cool.
Yeah, everybody quiet. This is kind of, now that it just hit my head what I was thinking of earlier. This is kind of like a college lecture hall with like the seats and the stage in front. That's kind of what I'm picturing. That kind of environment.
Okay, that makes sense. I went to college.
Okay, yeah. I was at college. We didn't have those, but I did see Star Wars, and they have that for the Senate, and I'm picturing the Senate.
On a smaller scale of that, but yeah, kind of to that, something like that.
So is it maybe rather than just sitting down, they're sitting in a panel, like describing it a little bit more or something like that, or like in a gym line?
I'm picturing a coliseum.
Ooh.
Yeah, small coliseum would work. Yeah,
a very small stadium seating is what I'm saying. We're looking at a football field essentially of children who are about to fight each other.
Yeah, gladiator style.
Yeah, and the stadium seating, like the seating on an angle, so like everyone's higher up,
right,
and everyone can see what's going on.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. Okay.
Sweet.
All right. So Hart starts with, I wonder what the conditions will be for the duels. It will be pretty hard to top the underwater duels from last year. I pretty much had this whole line to show that, there's going to be duels. I mean, it's not going to be to the death. It's obviously going to be with training sabers.
I wonder how these children will kill each other.
You never know.
Hunger Games.
I mean, yeah, it's been done. And it's hard to top the underwater duels from last year. Kind of show, this is going to be just, not two people. Something's going to try to set the
I feel like you could
anticipation.
just, I don't like the two duels. I don't know. I don't like repetitive words too close together.
Okay.
I'm with you.
I agree.
So I don't know if there's like a way to either do like, I wonder what the conditions will be. It'll be pretty hard to top the underwater duels from last year, or you could take out the other one and say, I wonder what the conditions will be for the duels. It'd be pretty hard to top the ones that were underwater, or like change that somehow from last year. But either way, I think like one.
I would even get rid of the first sentence.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Go right into action.
Okay, I didn't expect this.
No.
Big of a applause.
No,
for my
it
first line
because like
change.
we're not watching the
No.
start of a scene. We're watching like life is going on.
We're in
coming
media
in.
res, as we say in the
Yeah.
industry.
Yeah, we just jumped in mid conversation. I like that.
Yeah, it really pulls it into, and now we're already in the conversation. It's start in the middle, Jim, right? Using some improv. Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
Get it, girl.
Stop that. There we go. We'll even start mid sentence.
Whoa.
I like it.
Classic with
I like it.
ellipses. I like it.
It's the way I write every single text. There's just 6 of them in every single paragraph I write.
Are you my mother?
I was gonna say, are you my dad? Like,
I don't know.
That's the same thing.
I'm spending
Instead of
Thanksgiving with her
periods.
tomorrow. I'll find out, Jim. We'll really see the similarities.
My dad texted me today. We were like, "Oh, what time is Thanksgiving started?" And he said, "Is 4 okay?" With like 4 question marks. And we were like, "Is he offended that we asked what time it was starting?"
We're eating early so we can go watch Moana afterwards.
Mm.
Ooh.
My kids are excited. All right. Kids. Wife. Anywho. So yeah, I like that. I don't which one of you said yank the first sentence out. That I like that.
That was Jim.
That was me,
I'll give
yeah.
credit
I like
where
that a
credit's
lot.
due.
Yeah, like I said, we're not gonna be offended if you say cut something, get rid of it, it's stupid.
Cool.
I mean, she won't be because I wrote it, so
Yeah, no, I'll be offended on your behalf.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
Thank you.
Sorry.
I have the neurospicy part of my brain that doesn't even consider whether or not people are going to be offended. I just find out later when someone taps me on the shoulder.
You won't bother us at all.
I apologize in advance.
Nope,
No
this
worries,
is
no
all a big
worries.
collaborative effort. That's why I like people coming on to help getting different voices, different opinions. I just don't get offended if like 2 weeks from now we change it back. So somebody
Can't
else
stop me. I
We
will be
did that.
offended.
I remember doing that. Our very first guest did something, and like 3 weeks later, we're like, yeah, we're getting rid of that.
I'll be good.
Worked out. Okay. All right. So I like that. So then we have Malchamek. I just hope that it isn't something simple like blindfolded. That's what mine was. I remember being so disappointed. Whatever it is, it will be the will of the force. I just hope it is competitive.
We can combine a lot of this.
Yeah.
Let's see how.
Okay. How about just start off with mine was blindfolded?
Well, yeah.
I mean,
Is it weird to specify because he's like having some hot takes that it'd be like it better not be like
It better not
would-
be blindfolded like mine was.
I was so disappointed.
I was
like
like thinking, I was disappointed mine was something as simple as blindfolded.
There's a
Okay.
bunch of ways you can word it to like combine everything, so it's not like chop it up by periods.
All right. Yep. So, God, I'm gonna learn to spell that one of these years.
No, you were right the first time. Jess does have 2 J's.
What?
I was like, what?
No, I also took like 2nd grade twice. Don't trust me. I can't spell to save my life.
Well, everybody was in 2nd grade twice because 2nd grade's really hard.
Everybody.
Thank
That's
you.
like a community. That's
Yeah.
from community.
I was about to
Yeah,
say
it
that's.
is.
What's great is I identified with Donald Glover so hard in that moment because I was like, "Get me too."
It was.
That
Oh, I'm sorry. The actual line is, "Everyone's 10 for 2 years because third grade's hard for everybody."
Oh, boo,
I,
boo.
I had my kid convinced that she was a year younger than she was because everybody's 4 twice. Basically, just riffed off that line.
That's true. You're not lying. You're just a truthful parent.
Yep. All right. I remember being so disappointed. Mine was just blindfolded. Then just maybe whatever that will be is the will of the force.
It can be because you wanted that competitive part. As long as it's competitive, it's the will of the force.
Sounds good to me.
That's always my struggle with this. Is I always like, how do Jedi talk?
That's where I'm at right now because I'm like,
I think they would be like the thing I like about what we're doing here is that I feel like they would be right to business. You know, they're not doing necessarily. They just back and forth. It's like if for tat. Here's your hot take. Here's my hot take. Let's keep going.
And the hardest part for us writing both ends of it is this is happy-go-lucky fun Malchamak, and then later it's cut off, broody,
dark trauma, PTSD.
Yeah.
PTSD Chamak.
Yeah.
So.
And I think that I can see him being kind of whiny about this sentence. Like I remember just being disappointed. Mine was blindfolded. Like, boo.
There's an even extra layer on top of this in that all Jedis are very flat people. So happy-go-lucky Malchamek is still like, I remember being so disappointed that mine was just blindfolded.
Man, that was a lot of emotion.
Like, whoa, wow. Malchamek is he's really feeling good today. He's excited.
We're gonna need you to keep it down over there.
Is there a typo there? Competitive, the will of the force.
As long as it's competitive, it will.
It is the will of the force.
As long as it's competitive, it will be the will of the force.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Jess.
Perfect.
No worries. Right. I'm here to count out your mistakes.
Well, you need a raise. I'll double your pay. All right.
Thank you. What's 0 times 2?
I'll look it up.
Hang on real quick before we move on. What is 0 times 2?
I'm literally grabbing a calculator. I mean, you never know.
Pull out that calculator. We gotta find out what that 0 times 2 is. Just real quick, Drew. Go ahead.
It is indeed 0.
Okay. I'm rich.
Yeah. I had a hunch.
Perfect.
So answer.
Okay, what does Arden say?
Arden Hart's laughing. You just hope that Zephyr looks good. I don't like the way that's worded at all.
Yeah. 2 grown men talking about like a child like that seems weird to me as a woman.
Yeah, I hear you. I hope he keeps it sexy. It's not exactly what you want.
How about instead of
instead of good, could you put sexy? That'll really ramp up this sentence. I just want everyone to know I'm being sarcastic.
Okay, good. For clarity.
Insert sarcasm here.
Yes. You just hope Zephyr looks good. I mean, is the point of what he's trying to make is that you just hope it's not embarrassing, right? Like you want him to, I don't know what exactly the sentence is, but it's like
but are we implying that Zephyr is good?
All
right, well,
performs well.
Well.
That's actually very Jedi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just hope that Zephyr performs well.
In the bedroom.
Ooh.
Oh, now you just made it bad.
No, but bad.
It's bad again. It's bad. This is bad dialogue.
Jess, you did just make a key difference though. Not just you hope. I think in the conversation saying let's just seems, or is it more Jedi to say you?
I mean,
it's actually more Jedi to say let's.
Yeah.
Well, I think he's saying you because he knows Chemek wants to pick him as his Padawan.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, so
okay. All right.
Sure.
Thank you. Yeah, get that pushback, baby.
Okay. Oh, and by the way, the whole in the bedroom thing, sarcasm. Throw that out there.
Just after every time we say something sarcastic, we're all gonna say it. Just want to let everyone know we're being sarcastic.
Back off, NSA. All right,
Let's
Chimek,
see.
Chimek, what does that mean? I hope they all do well.
Get rid of what does that mean?
Yeah,
can-
I think the actor could like when they say that line put that subtext in.
Right.
Yeah. Unless you want to even add to the stakes, you could do liner notes about the way that he responds to it. Like if you want to add, I don't know exactly what it is, but like,
Like a
taken
side
back
eye
or
or
side, yeah,
something.
with like filled with immense like whatever. I hope they all, there's some, I
Or
don't know,
even
there's
mumbling under his breath. Like, I hope they
well,
all
I like
do well.
that.
Gassed.
Okay.
Especially because he mumbles like later on too. Whenever he gets upset, he always says things under his breath. So this is
Rude.
a little future Chimek coming out when he gets like a little pushback, you know?
Nice.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What about like the you just hope that Zephyr does good. I hope they all do well. The fake, what's that called? Like the fake,
Oh, he's like being sarcastic.
very
Like
sarcastic, but
fake
like
outrage.
fake outrage. That's what I'm looking for.
Mm.
I hope they
Chimek is
all do well.
dramatic.
Oh, I hope they all perform well. Yeah, we're there.
Mm-hmm.
So fake outrage. Hope
Yeah.
they all do well.
Yeah, we all hate that person. Great.
Yeah,
Perfect.
and also replace that do with perform.
Oh, yeah. We don't want them to do anybody.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like poetry, it rhymes.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That was a reference to George
Lucas.
saying that in behind the scenes of episode 1. I'm gonna have a lot of those because I think he's very funny.
No, that's good. I like knowledge.
Sorry, we do misquotes for our episode, and that's my favorite quote of the episode so far. It's a really pure quote.
All right. So Harch, of course you do, but everyone knows that you have had your eye on him for a while now.
Not like that though.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Here we are again.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Yeah, okay, all right.
All right. I don't think anybody in the context of the watching it's going to take it that way, though,
You
right?
got 3 people in a room feeling very
Okay,
differently.
I do like, is it child trafficking?
We're not gonna. We can't get into that. We can't get into that because
Yeah.
that's
Okay,
literally
okay,
what
okay.
Star Wars is built upon.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
it really?
Of course you do.
realsies, though.
Is it
And
really
to-
child trafficking if you steal them or take them from infancy,
Mm.
train them in your ways, completely brain? Oh, wait, hold on. Maybe we should stop.
Yeah,
Is it
yeah.
child trafficking if you're stealing a slave child and basically doing the same thing to them later so they become cops?
No, that's
Jim-
just
yeah, yeah.
adoption.
That's just how it works, Jim. That's how adoption works.
You win them in a bet where they are performing in the bet.
Everyone knows you.
It's a pod race. Everything is like pod racing.
Oh,
Okay.
Hmm.
But everyone knows that you've had your eye on him for a while.
I'm only making it worse in my brain. Like he's spoken for.
You've been talking about this kid a lot. is
Yeah.
what I'm getting.
maybe
I'm
we'll
just
come
finding
back
out
to
that
it when we're-
Zephyr's not a woman. Well, a girl.
Thank you.
Well
What?
done.
It's a boy.
It
Mhm.
used to be Zephira, but then we
Mhm.
thought that was too feminine, so then we changed it to Zephira.
I still think it's too feminine, but
I think it's gender neutral. I'll give it a little bit of neutrality. This is space. You know what I mean? Like nobody cares.
A lot of this has to do with I wasn't quite paying attention at the beginning of the last script
Yeah.
for the recap, and
That-
I forgot who Zephyr was.
they're not
No,
human
no
either,
worries.
so it's okay.
I
Zephyr would
forget.
be Beeble Broth or whatever.
No,
it
wait,
is.
Zephyr is human. Never mind.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
Yeah, Zephyr's human. Never mind.
Oh, okay. Then you've added.
Technically, nobody is human. They all speak English. They speak the common language.
All right, for those of you who are not watching
You can
on
kick him out of the room
YouTube,
at any time.
every time Jim gets that voice and he's starting to pick his glasses up and down, it's hilarious.
Oh yeah, Jim, I forgot. We're on YouTube, by the way. I forgot to tell you
Oh
that.
crap! Are we?
Yeah, don't worry. Yeah,
crap.
no, your Boy Meets World poster is getting its it's 15 minutes of fame. Yeah.
I would have cleaned up all these microphones I got in the background.
Oh,
jeez.
microphone down! Microphone down!
Oh man! Now my foot's asleep.
Oh, I hate that. It'll be up all night. All right, we'll
Okay.
come. We'll make.
Yeah,
we'll,
we can come back to it. I'm having a hard time
come
with
back to
that.
that one. All right, so Mal looks at Arden with a look of shock. So that's kind of.
Can we say? I'm being so picky. Can we say bewilderment? Or is it shock? Is it the same thing? You can cancel me right now. It's fine.
Again, we have to picture Mal Chemek going.
Oh my!
There's been a lot of from Mal Chemek in this script.
I think we could, after we did the whole fake outrage up
Clutching
there, I
of
think
pearls.
we can pull this whole line out because it's kind of
Yeah.
redundant.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's fair. It's okay. Nobody blames you. He's a very talented. I'm going to read this part. He's a very talented youngling. He will most certainly go on to do great things. Okay.
Terrible.
We can probably kill. It's
but
okay.
great.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's okay. It's not needed.
Nobody blames you. I think that's a strong way to start that.
Oh,
But you can get rid of the Ardenhart continued if you're not putting anything in. Like it's all one line, right?
it
Mhm,
should
mhm.
it should fix it itself. Oh no, it won't. I see what you're saying.
He's a talent.
I've
I've always been yelled at in every one of my writing classes for using the word very.
Yeah, don't use very. I saw that movie too.
Mm-hmm.
It talks
Yeah,
about
don't
it.
worry. I've got a couple of things in here that I've been like, you shouldn't be using just. It's fine. You can get the idea out without the word just.
Mm.
Oh, I'm not a professional, so you're not going to offend me.
Nope. And you can write like a hate email to rottentreasure podcast@gmail.com.
Could you just say he's like strong with the Force or something? Like what? I'm just trying to think of like a Jedi way to say he's very talented.
Funny enough, he's a talented youngling is a fairly Star Warsy line.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. He's a talented youngling, just flat out. Yeah.
Nobody
Yeah.
blames you. He's a talented youngling. He will most certainly go on to do great things.
Yeah, clean.
I
Boom.
like it. There
That
you
was my
go.
Obi-Wan impression.
No, Jim, if you could do that every time just to assure that it sounds good, that's very helpful. That sounds
Yeah,
wonderful.
sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Of course you do.
Yeah, that sounds good. Clean, baby. Well done.
All right. Just then, a bell chimes and a Jedi Master walks on stage and holds their hands up.
A hush befalls the crowd.
There you go. You get your hush.
Yes.
I
can't
I
type.
love the idea of the hush befalls the crown, though.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
All right. So Jedi Master 1, who I don't know who this is going to be. So I just labeled it
Whenever in doubt,
we could come up with a name.
yeah, we regularly just name a character Beef. I don't recommend that in this moment.
We'll just do what we've been doing and name it backwards and call them Phoebe.
that.
Ooh.
Ooh, beef
Put
marble.
a little apostrophe in anymore. It's Phoebe.
Mm.
Master Phoebe. There
I
you
like
go.
that. No one will know. Just
No one
us.
knows.
Anybody
Yeah.
who listens to this episode.
Yeah.
Don't look up what Khalid or no, what was it?
Knalb?
The Knalb system is backwards.
Because I literally labeled something the blank system because I didn't have a name yet. And they're like, just write blank backwards with an apostrophe.
Oh, okay.
The Knalb
Gotcha.
system.
Kai, you got this. Hang on, Kai. We just said it, but you got it.
No, I was thinking it was boner, but but it's not.
Yeah, can we for the
There's
next
no
one?
L
For the
in
next one's
boner.
renob system.
I know there's not. Second grade twice. I
Or
already
a
told
K.
you.
There's no K in
Don't worry about it.
boner.
My mom
maybe
always
not
said
your boners.
There's your quote. There's no K in boners.
Poet snaps for you. Great.
All right. So, all right. Whew. Jedi Master Faib
Mm-hmm.
Welcome, Jedi Knights, to the choosing of the Padawans. Today, we will let the Force guide us. Some of us will take on a Padawan today. If you do, I hope that your journey together will be a prosperous and fruitful endeavor. Endeavor, whatever. Yeah, there's a lot we can cut out of this.
We already know that they're taking on a Padawan from the
Yeah.
dialogue earlier. And since they would know that about that, we can get rid of some of you will take on a Padawan today.
Welcome, Jedi Knights. Go right to because it's reasonable that they would welcome them. So welcome, Jedi Knights.
Yeah.
Today we
I love the idea of just getting rid of all of this.
So some of us will take on a Padawan day, so get rid of that.
Yeah.
Let's see how
And we
what
can
do
take
with
we
it.
can get rid of the if you do and just go right like I hope that your journey to get like
Yep.
I
Well,
hope your
not
journey as Padawan and Master.
everybody today has to take one. Will take one. So
And I immediately
Don't need to know
retract
that.
my
Audience
yeah.
doesn't need to know that.
there.
I also
hope-
retract my I'm not sure. I'm not confident about removing
Wait, I'm sorry.
to the choosing of the Padawans. It actually kind of might be nice because that's what they would say still.
Does he end up with Zephyra as a Padawan at the end of this?
yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Then it doesn't really matter if the audience knows whether or not a Padawan gets assigned.
Yeah, we already know he's going to take him because that's who he drops down the hole. This is before dropping down a hole.
Yeah, we got to check on this. That's if we're gonna insert the idea that someone can't have a Padawan, then there has to be someone who doesn't have a Padawan. And if there's anybody that doesn't have a Padawan, wait. If nobody doesn't take a Padawan, then we don't need to mention that nobody gets a Padawan.
Yeah, if it's not related to the story, we
All
don't
right,
need to
we
add
can leave it out
it.
then.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. All right. So I hope that your journey together will be a prosperous and fruitful endeavor.
Yeah. I think keeping in the choosing of the Padawans and then ending with that is good.
Yeah.
I'm also going to use our favorite thing again. She's going to keep talking in the background.
Yeah. Baby. Let me just ask ChatGPT. Do Jedis use the word fruitful?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
1,000%. In
They
fact,
do? Okay.
if
okay.
you were to
cool.
tell me that that Obi-Wan said the word fruitful, I would be I'd say yes on that test.
I'd
Okay,
believe it.
cool.
I'd believe you.
Tight.
I wouldn't even Google it.
Okay, I'm done. ChatGPT, you don't know anything.
All right. So they're going to talk over top of Phoebe in the background. So Arden Harch is whispering. So today is the day that you truly move on from being my apprentice. That being said, don't think for a second that I will ever stop having things to teach you, young one. That's not supposed to be. This is basically a callback to the
to
first
the other
episode where Chemek tells Harsh that
I
No,
think
that
you
was-
get rid of the that being said
100%.
and just to go from like you truly move on from being my apprentice. Don't think for a second that I will ever stop having things to teach you, young one.
And then he gives him a little kiss.
Show how close they are.
Yeah, there's just a little kiss on the lips.
Are
Well-
we about to kiss right now? Sorry.
That's what Mal, yeah. Okay, so get rid of the next thing that Malchamek says and says, "Are we about to kiss right now?"
I'm going to.
This is a new movie, actually.
No, stop.
Malchamek scoffing. Are we about to kiss right now?
Star Wars After Dark.
I was gonna say maybe you don't need the word so because it might be a little bit more of a stronger statement with just today being the first word.
Yeah.
Today is the day that you truly move from being my apprentice. It's just like a stoic.
Yeah, it makes it sound more Jedi-ish.
Yeah.
Today is the day.
Okay. I do like, I know not a kiss or anything sexual, but I do kind of like the, some kind of physical.
Do they do like platonic forehead kisses or anything like that?
Like in Lord of the Rings?
Maybe
Yeah.
not in the middle of like a group setting.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
Yeah,
What
then
kind of
everyone will
gestures
look
do
around
they-
and be like, what are they doing?
maybe a
What's
pat on
going
the
on
shoulder.
between Art and Mal?
What kind of
Yeah,
non-gay
like a
things
slow.
do Jedi's do to?
Hang on, we just assumed a lot. How gay are Arden and Mal, by the way?
Yeah, good point.
I don't know. It's a teacher-student relationship, so I'm against
Let's
it
keep
on
it profesh.
principle.
You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah. No, they're not.
I think
They
like
could be
a
gay,
slow,
but like they're just not gay
like
for
a
each other.
resting his arm on the shoulder
Yeah.
might
Mhm, mhm.
be. It's not quite like patting. It's just like he rests a hand on on Artem. Yeah,
But not like around.
rests a hand.
Arden,
Yeah,
not
not
around,
around. We're not
Arden
like...
reaches around and rests his hand on his shoulder, like, whoa.
But
Okay.
no, I know what you're saying though, in terms of like that stern, like,
it's just
hey,
kind of
well, you're centering that person. You're like, hey, you're stationing them. You're like, I'm telling you
Yeah.
something. Do not move. This is I got you.
yeah. There we go.
I don't
Don't
like it when people do it to me. For the record, if anyone's around me, don't station me with your strong hand.
mean-
You don't want to see my strong.
You're okay. You're
Jessica
getting better
pulls out
quotes.
a-
You're doing great.
Jessica pulls out a gigantic hand.
That was a scary movie too. Cool.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for calling it out sarcastically.
so kind of this to me. This is kind of like the passing of the torch.
Yep.
Yeah.
hmm
Oh yeah. It's getting some stakes. It's getting some weight to it. I like it.
Chemek scoffing. You haven't called me young one in many years, master. Feeling sentimental today? Maybe you should think about taking on another learner.
I don't see really anything to change. I mean, like, I can see the actor kind of playing around with it too, like adding a little sarcasm on Master since he's calling him young one or
Yeah.
You haven't called me young one in years, master.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
A
pretty
little
mu-
sass on it.
Yeah. Put a little stank on that line, as they say in the business.
Okay. I mean, I'm fine with that one actually.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Arn Harch.
According to the internet, I won't say which site, it says that a Jedi might use the word perhaps more than the word maybe, as it tends to sound more reflective and measured. Okay, aligned with
Oh.
their composed demeanor and wisdom.
Yeah,
So-
that's true.
So perhaps instead of maybe
So,
might be a
like,
good.
We could say perhaps you should think about taking on another learner and then
Mhm.
take away Arden Harches perhaps and just start with, I don't know. I guess I will let the Force guide me.
I mean,
Okay,
even
okay.
the repetition of perhaps is fine, considering it's just a callback to Mao's own line. So
Yeah,
perhaps
that's
you
true.
should think about taking on another learner. Perhaps.
It sounds
Okay,
even more
that works
sassy.
too.
I like it.
There you go.
Okay.
And then get rid of I don't know. And you just go, perhaps, I guess I will let the Force guide me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, they're just creating a little bit of a. I love this sass.
You can even get rid of I guess, and it could be like, I shall let the Force guide me.
There's like a lot of epic lines happening here.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be a
Perhaps.
strong opener scene,
Mhm.
especially because we already know that like where Chemek is right now. Like we know he's dying on a spaceship,
Yeah.
but now we're watching this scene where he's like about to pick the Padawan that we know dies.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah,
Interesting.
I want
It's-
to pause to give you guys a lot of credit for like that reading, because like it really did have that moment of like I was in like a Black Mirror mindset of being like, oh, they're like out there and they're just like, yeah, we're screwed, but in such a better way to say that. Does the SCREW word count as PG? Did I already use my PG-13?
No, you can say screw you.
Yeah,
Sweet.
yeah. It was
Hey,
fine.
you know what? Screw you guys. I'm out of here.
I just cut the
Never
line
mind.
at the
I
F
take it
word,
back.
so
Okay, I got you.
yeah. Anything other than that, we're cool.
Yeah, which is why it's so bad when I always screw up.
It's
But
okay.
But I'm not gonna lie.
Stop
I
being
really am.
up.
I'm not like a lot of things I do proud of, but that
Mhm.
table read, I really am. I think that
It's
turned
great.
out really well. Like
Yeah.
when I
The
listen
music,
to it,
everything really just added stakes. Oh,
yeah, and the even the voice acting for just a bunch of podcasters who aren't normally,
yeah.
actors, not all
A
of us.
plus.
I'm
Just
not gonna
me.
lie. The point when the first time I listened to the part where the Padawan fell down the hole,
Mhm.
I swelled up a little bit. Jim's
Well,
I'm not
laughing.
supposed
Yeah.
to laugh at the idea of a Padawan falling down the hole, but that's funny. That's inherently a really funny thing.
I
He was
got
like, yeah, me too. I got
It's
emotional
funny in
too.
every single Star Wars movie it happens, which is surprisingly a lot. It happens in a lot of movies.
well, I got a little emotional there. I thought that worked
Yeah.
out really well.
Oh yeah, I agree.
I wish I
Yeah,
could.
and one take.
Yeah, that was all
We
one
read it
take.
at one time.
Yeah, it's clean.
No
Well done.
rehearsal, no nothing.
Yeah.
All right. So Jedi Master 1 or well, nope, this is Jedi Master.
This is now beef.
Jedi Master Beef.
If that's our
Motions
one
to the back.
contribution, if that's our one contribution, I would have been proud.
Oh, now one of you is gonna have to voice
Yep, sold.
Phoebe in the next table read. So
Hmm
Oh,
Jim,
we
can
do
we
it at-
trade every word? We'll split skis.
I was gonna say we do it at the same time, a la Vegito from Dragon Ball Z.
No,
Beautiful.
no. Oh, hold on. If you guys will do it,
Uh-huh.
Star Wars Episode 1, the
Mhm.
announcer for the pod race, the
Mhm.
two-headed. I will make a Jedi Master one of those.
I love that guy. One of them's Greg Proops.
Yes, Greg Proops. Yeah.
Greg Proops is the one that speaks English.
It's just like a Johnny Knoxville extra head situation, like Men in Black. Is that what's happening?
yeah.
Yes,
Yes, it's
pretty much,
exactly
yeah.
like that guy.
I'm
Actually,
so in. I'm
And
so
it's-
in.
and the way that their lines go is like, young Anakin is driving down the sidelines, and then the other one goes, "Fundala hunda, hoo, hoo."
I'm gonna say way more inappropriate stuff than that. I'd be like, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah, and then I, as the Star Wars character, go, "On the hoo, hoo."
All right. We will
Oh,
write
great.
that as that two-headed whatever. I don't even know what they're called, but I will fix that.
Well, ask Brandon when he's back. He'll do the reachresearch for
Yep.
us.
So excited.
I mean, I can look it up right now.
Jim, I've been an improviser for 4 years. This is the first thing I've gotten casted on. Actually, 6 years to make it more pathetic.
Yeah, it has been
And
6 years.
not only cast, you're getting a character made for you.
I'm so excited. Mom, I did it. And you said to get a job.
Joke's on you.
Oh.
Oh, of course, the name we all know of the name of the announcer. His name is Fadzenbeed Anadu,
It sounds
also
very
known
close to
as
beef.
Foden Bead.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, there we
Their
go.
race is Troig. They are
Alright.
from Polilius.
Cool. Well, we'll make one.
You could be making this up. Like, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I would
He's a
either.
liar.
I'd be like, wow, your improv's so good.
They are
Mhm.
1.96 meters tall.
This whole time, I've been Jim. That's Kai. Yeah. I know. Blew your mind.
Yeah, we're bad liars.
All right. All right. So Jedi Master Phoebe motions to the back, and a ray shield suddenly comes up all around the stage. Pretty self-explanatory.
Good there.
Harch, looks like you're going to get your wish. I don't think that this is going to be boring.
That's a pretty Star Warsy line, I'm going to be honest. That's a very Obi-Wan in episode 3 kind of line. Well, I don't think this is going to be boring.
There we
Beautiful.
go.
Oh.
Perfect. Jedi Master 1, or I'll just go back and change that later.
Yeah.
For the duels this year, the council has come to the decision that it will take place in a zero gravity environment.
I think it could kill the for the duels this year. If we were to say that, and would imagine it would be in juxtaposition to something else. Like the council has come to the decision that it will be taking place in zero gravity environment.
You could say the council has come up with the decision that the duels will take place in a zero gravity environment. just makes it a little more.
I like that.
It just gets rid of a couple words.
Yep. Nice. Jim, I like working with you. Let's keep doing
Thank
it.
you. Me too.
I love you.
Yeah, I love you too.
Uh-huh. So pure.
I just met you, so that might be weird if I join in. But
No,
Jessica,
I love
please,
falling in love.
We're in the middle of something, Jessica. Please.
Okay, well, I was gonna welcome love, but if you want to reject it, Jim, go for it.
Nope. Jessica, we're in the middle of something. Please don't join in on us.
Great.
Oh, sorry.
All right, Kai, I'm just gonna drive over real quick and give you a little kiss on the forehead, and I'll drive back.
Okay, cool, guys. Could you do like a 40-minute commercial? It's mine that.
All right. Gasps and all emanate from the crowd. Chattering begins to swell up.
Mhm.
I like that. I like
They're
that.
excited. Jedi Master again. Quiet, please. Yes, I know that this is quite exciting. All of the gravity and air will be taken from the stage, and the participants will be wearing breathing packs. That's very important. Without further ado, let us choose the first pairing. Bring me the stones. A young Padawan.
It's a straight up expositional line.
Yeah, that's pretty much all it is. The main important is the breathing packs.
Right.
A young Padawan walks up to Jedi Master and hands her a small bag. That shouldn't be a young Padawan. Yeah, that's fine. Jedi Master 1. As you know, all the younglings' names have been written on a stone and placed in this pouch. I will draw 2 names out at a time, and then they will duel. Remember
Get
this.
rid of as you know.
Yeah. You can just go right to all the younglings' names have been placed.
You all really hate my beginning of sentences.
No, I just find like it's
I'm kidding,
it's
Jess. It's
like
okay.
it's just like filler. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm worried.
As you know, this is going to be me getting up on my soapbox real quick. As you know, is a useless line within writing because if they already know, then it's not worth saying. But you're just telling me, the audience. So you get rid of as you know because you're telling the audience anyway, and the audience knows what they're trying to say.
I was gonna make a joke about me hating your stuff, but Jim then just did it. So never mind.
Oh, like we said, not offended, not a writer.
Yeah.
I'm a mail
We're gonna-
carrier.
I'm gonna get you offended by the end of this episode. It's gonna happen.
Not gonna happen. All right, I will draw 2 names out at a time, and then they will duel. Remember, this isn't about winning and losing. It's about the will of the Force. Good there.
Dun, 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 dun.
I mean, it's pretty like I'm imagining like Phoebe being like the lights starting to get intense and the music starting to build up because it's just about to like so like I like it seems fine to me. I don't see anything else that needs to be.
Because then we get to go to our favorite thing, a montage.
Yes.
We just need a montage.
I love how short this montage is in writing.
I
I love it. Just says montage. We see a montage of stones. End montage.
Yeah.
There's a little
Nothing
bit more than
spectacular is a
that.
very funny line to put into a script. By the way, that's incredible to put into a script. If I was reading a script and it just said nothing spectacular, I'd be like, "Whoa, what am I reading?"
So maybe take out the nothing. Well, I mean, it's basically just the.
Oh, Drew, hold on. You broke up there. We lost you.
Hello?
Oh,
You're
okay,
back.
you're back. You're back.
I'm
You're
back.
back.
I think I just stuttered because I couldn't figure out what I was saying, and you took that as maybe. I don't know.
No, you sounded like a robot.
Oh, okay. All right.
So if you're going to be doing voiceovers, definitely keep yourself. No, I'm sorry, you will be. But doing a robot, you're in, baby. Just keep that internet connection.
You're really good. We
right.
see the montage.
No, what I was saying, this montage is basically just all the other ones doing their duels, just quick little clips.
Cool,
Yeah, the not
Yeah.
special ones.
Yeah, but then we get
Yeah.
to the end
Using
montage.
normal Jedi stuff.
Back to normal. We get Arden Harch. Well, according to my hold on, I can see this coming.
Mhm. See, you're doing ahead of us. Well, you know what? We're gonna count to 10
Whoa,
every single time.
whoa.
Wowie, you knew.
The whole document just got deleted. What just happened?
We can also get rid of that's rigged. That's 2 lines down.
Keep it.
Wait.
Keep it.
Oh,
All that
Hey.
was left was one dwigged.
Jim, how
love
dare
the
you get
outfit.
rid of Gen Z's language? They're all saying rigged right now.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. I love Mattoon. That's a great Star Wars name.
Thank you.
Yeah, it is sick.
That was he's actually the same. He's Keldor, just like Plo Koon. So I kind of went with what kind of a name would sound like Plo Koon, but not Plo Koon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So according to my
10
count,
points, and I normally don't give more than 2, so good job.
My
sweet.
friend's favorite character growing up was Plo Koon.
I can't argue there. I like him a lot, especially in the cartoon.
Yeah.
Clone Wars. All right. According to my count, there are only 2 younglings left. Mal Chemek leans forward excitedly. Zephyra and Natoon. I'm going to take it on silence. We're good there.
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't need to know who those people are, and now we know.
Yeah. All right. Before we go to it, you can get rid of that's right.
And
I know
go
we just-
right to Natoon's form, like get rid of the and everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Form is going to.
And Natoon's form. Yeah. Okay.
So just Natoon's form is going to be tough.
We'll finish the
Yep.
sentence.
I like it.
For Zephyra in this zero gravity environment. What
Yep.
could you explain that to me? Just because I don't have the knowledge of Natoon's form.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
It really doesn't.
Knowledge,
It's just
not-
it's just
got it,
words.
got it.
Show it. It's just a way to say he's going to be a tough opponent.
Could you
Oh,
say just
okay.
in zero gravity versus in this in gravity environment, or once again, is this more of a Star Wars thing where they would use the additional words?
So, are you saying cut the word environment?
I'm saying
Just in
Natoon's
zero
form
gravity.
in zero gravity versus in this get rid of this and environment.
I'm actually going to push back on this because I think
Please
that this zero gravity environment is important with this sentence.
I love you, Jim.
I'm going to agree with Jim.
I'm just going to tell you I love you a couple more times before.
Don't make me tell you all to mute your camera or
It's
turn
all
your cameras
the,
off.
the holidays. Like, it's got me loving. It does that.
Natoon's form is going to be tough for Zephyra in this zero gravity environment.
Okay.
Oh.
Thank you. That sounds good.
Okay. Jedi Master Phoebe pulls the last 2 stones, revealing Zephyr and Natoon's names. Shemek, really? Answering Hardin's question about his form. Really?
Mhm.
It is susceptible to quick frontal attacks, and that is where Zephyr excels. True. Harch comes back. True, but you're forgetting the zero gravity. It negates that when you have nothing to push off of. His best option will be to play for a draw.
I have one.
Shoot.
It's a minor
Is he
thing.
going to
but
get rid
instead
of
really?
He's going to get rid of really, and
No,
also
no,
get
no,
rid of
but it's
True
gonna
Buck,
replace-
because those were the 2
it's
I
gonna
was going to say.
It's going to
He's going to
replace really.
with perhaps.
No, I don't know.
Oh, no.
I'm thinking. No. What do they say?
No,
No, never?
I've never heard of
What would
a
they
Jedi
say?
go,
Okay.
What do you think of that, Obi-Wan?
You know what? I think maybe. Let's do maybe.
Perhaps.
I kind of like perhaps,
Perhaps.
actually.
Yep. Perhaps again. We keep adding
It is
perhaps.
susceptible to quick frontal attacks.
I like it.
I think it's far enough away from the last perhaps. So
Jim,
I
for the
think
next
it's
week,
okay.
I'm going to be saying perhaps to you whenever you say something to me.
Actually, could you add a perhaps in between every single sentence?
Perhaps.
Come on, he just set you up.
Yeah, if we could do
Well,
perhaps it is
perhaps.
susceptible to quick frontal
Right.
attacks, and that is where Zephyr excels. Perhaps you are forgetting the zero gravity.
Cool.
All right.
I like it.
Okay, so what about Harch is true, but you're forgetting of the zero gravity. It negates that you have nothing to push off of. His best option would be to play for a draw. Kind of just telling the audience, they're going to be floating around. It's not going to be easy.
Yeah.
Oh. I think the second sentence needs a punch up,
Okay.
and I need to find out how.
Negates.
The rebound off of? I don't know, like the push off of. I'm trying to think, but I can't think of other words for that right now.
Once again, another random website I went to online suggested that a Jedi might be more likely to use the word indeed versus true. It's a little more stoic.
Indeed.
Indeed, but you're forgetting that his accent gets crazier and crazier.
Indubitably.
Indeed.
Ooh.
Indubitably.
Perhaps.
I concur.
Well.
I'm going to stick with true for now instead of indeed.
That's fine. Yeah, I'm going to disagree with this internet and be like, you're wrong, and just see how it responds.
Okay, here's a weird one. What about instead of you are forgetting, you just say you forget?
Okay. That's not bad. I like that.
Perhaps, but you forget the zero gravity.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. This sentence definitely needs something.
Yeah, I hate it. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. It's not. There's a lot of confusing parts about it, and also it ends on a preposition. Which, come on, what are we doing here, people?
Insulting the person who wrote it.
No.
No, I know. You almost got there, Jim.
What are we doing? What are we doing, guys? We can't end these sentences in prepositions. It's the one thing that I learned in high school.
I say keep it just to spite them.
You know what? I say we change the sentence completely and then just add an of at the very end of it anyway.
I've got it. I've got the fix.
Okay.
Nice.
Damn it,
What is it?
Jess. You've killed my joke.
Okay. All right. Perhaps.
I'm just trying to think what's the word for like propelling, like pushing yourself. Like I can't think of any Jedi words that would mean that.
I'm actually going for. I'm actually thinking earlier in the sentence, which it negates that. That needs to be changed somehow. Because it's
susceptible to quick frontal attacks.
It's confusing because what we're referring to that is from 2 sentences ago.
Hold on, I think I got it.
Okay.
Yes.
Hard to pull off.
Whoa.
There's kids in the room.
Oh, by the way, also reveal I am 2 kids in a trench coat. I've been lying the whole time.
No way.
Yeah.
I'm 3 kids in a trench coat.
Watch out, Jim's 3 trench coats inside a kid.
Oh, damn.
Whoa. For legal reasons, I've got to say that is not true.
We're real people.
All right, so what about that? Hard to pull.
You keep saying such great quotes. All right, sorry, go ahead.
So he says it is susceptible to quick frontal attacks, and then he says, forgets here, hard to pull off quick frontal attacks when you're floating in midair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
Is that better?
Good.
His best option.
One minor thing.
We're there.
Yes, it ends in a preposition.
Oh, just add a perhaps at the end.
No, it's not that. I'm just saying float. Could you say get rid of in and just floating midair? Is it in midair better? Okay, that's fine. That's right. Just minor tweak.
Well, you got to think of how the sentence goes. When you're floating midair.
Yeah, okay. You're right. It's not as clean. In midair makes sense.
In a sci-fi way, it doesn't really come out correct.
Thank you. You're the one who reads this stuff. I don't.
I don't.
His best option.
You read books.
So his best option would be to play for a draw.
I agree.
Yeah.
Clean.
And I like the Malchimek's next line with a smirk, the we shall see.
I like, yeah.
We shall see.
Malchimek's
Fades
putting
away.
his force, like he's believing in the force here. He knows what's up.
Yep. All right, so Jedi Master
fades to him dying on a boat.
Perhaps.
Because the rest of the audience will expect him to say to perhaps, but he goes, we shall see. And we're all like, whoa!
We shall perhaps.
All right, so Fa'ib motions for both younglings to take their place in the middle of the stage, facing each other. Natoon is an adolescent Mel Keldor with orange skin. So since we finally get to see him. And
cool.
This is going to be a little smack talk between the two of them.
Nice.
Natoon, looks like I get the advantage here, Zeffy. That's
mean. Not even call him by his real name. Rude.
Yeah, exactly. Brutal. Zephyr comes back. The only advantage you have is overconfidence, and don't call me Zeffy. We're about to be Padawans. I don't like that. The only advantage you have is overconfidence. That doesn't make a lick of damn sense.
Actually, I liked it.
You liked it?
Yeah,
Oh.
the only advantage you have is overconfidence is that's a great comeback, to be honest.
And
Oh.
yeah, if
In
you
a very
after
and it's a very Star Warsy comeback as well.
and after such a strong sentence, I think simplifying it to and it's Zephra. Maybe that
Yeah.
is that too?
And then get rid of we are about to be Padawans.
Yeah, just I agree with that.
Just like what a just the angry
it's-
response would be, yeah.
And it's Zephra, Toonie.
I'm Canadian, so toonie actually means something here.
Yeah,
What does it mean?
It's $2.
It's our toonie. It's our $2 coin.
Oh,
That's just
I just almost said, don't you know? But it's because I lived in Minnesota, and that's not what Canadians say.
That's a
What are
different
you
country.
talking about?
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, a boot. Oh, you know, yeah, I know, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we do. I do that a lot.
Yeah, well, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Jedi Master 1. You may begin once the ray shield activates and the gravity
Disappears.
disappears.
Active voice.
Dum-dum-dum.
Perfect. It's what they're doing.
All right. The ray shield appears and the younglings begin to float off the ground. They clash their lightsabers together. They continue to duel with each other. But neither getting an advantage. Now Toon does a big swing. Zephyr blocks, but momentum forces him back. With nothing to push off of, Zephyr seems stuck out of range.
Again, I love reading a script that says Natoon does a big swing in a very science fiction-y like thing that's like
We're just straight to the point. Like,
yeah, but it does a big swing is a very Australian way to say
Right.
that. Like he does a big swing,
Yeah.
and then Zephyr blocks it with his momentum forces him back.
If you can add a
That's
couple,
not a swing.
Ah,
This
it's not a
is
It's a swing.
yeah,
This
I'd
is
say add a couple.
swing.
I would say add a
swing.
couple your or whatevers in this.
Natoon does a big swing, perhaps.
Look, okay, looks.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll let you do your. No, I'm gonna do it. I like this. This is fun. Looks like I was right. It's going to be. Nope. It's going. Nope.
It's
Jim.
gonna perhaps.
It's going to end in a draw. Don't be disappointed. It's an acceptable outcome considering the situation. I like it.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have
That's
yeah.
actually pretty good.
All right. Zephyr looks around and then gets a light bulb moment look on his face. Not so, and then Chemek with a big smiling grin. Not so fast, Arden. I know that look. He has a plan. Just at that moment, okay, somewhere in my head, I didn't put this in here. I will do it later, I guess. There is a timer going off. There's a time. These are timed, and he's in like the last 10 seconds here. So I don't know.
In the montage, you can actually show like
Time.
a timer,
Yeah.
going down and that kind of stuff for each round and that kind of stuff.
I'll put that in later. We don't do it right now. So this is the very end. Time's running out. Yada yada yada. Not so fast, Arden. I know that look. He has a plan. Just at that moment, Zephyr reaches around and unhooks his air pack.
Wait, I have a. Sorry, So they're all looking at Zephyr's face at this moment, or is it just Malchek just looking at Zephyr's face and just knows? Because, like, I mean, he could just say he has a plan. I don't
Yeah.
know. This is
I agree.
like
Not so
'cause he-
fast, Arden. I know that look.
Yeah, it could just be not so fast, Arden. He has a plan.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Show don't tell. Got it. Great.
Well, we did. We showed it to the audience. And
Yeah.
They're the ones that matter.
And that's where the director will be showing the camera. All right. He has a plan. Just at that moment, Zephyr reaches around and unhooks his air pack. The sudden jet of air propels him quickly at Natoon. Zephyr raises his saber and easily gets 3 strikes, winning the duel.
Boom, boom.
Bing, bang, boom.
That's
Now back to the ship, and
Back
Mal
to-
Chemek is actively dying.
Pretty much, yeah. Then we
Yeah.
fast
I
forward
think
back.
that's good. I think it goes from like a triumph to like
I
this
try
bleak
oomph.
moment.
Am I right?
And I will spoil it
Try,
off camera if you
perhaps.
want, but I won't on camera.
Mhm.
This whole thing has a lot to do with this episode. So,
Sweet.
Cool.
Gotcha.
yep.
Tight. I feel good. That was good. We're good
Yeah.
at stuff, y'all.
Perhaps.
Well, at least you guys are going to be back for the table read, obviously.
Yep.
Yeah.
As a two-headed Jedi.
Yes.
Triog.
Jim,
Troig.
I just checked, and I can confirm that our running bit of making everyone's podcast longer than it should be, we did it. We're their longest episode.
Oh, really? How long have we been here? Like an hour? Oh, boy. Oh,
I haven't
yeah.
even, oh God, I didn't realize what time it was.
Yeah, no, we do that. We either double it or add an extra 1/3 at least. That's our
Yeah.
minimal.
We were having so much fun.
It's-
We can,
honestly
and we can do
same.
this again.
Yeah, this was great.
Wait, there was a line earlier that we did need to go back to.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah,
was
if we can just do
way
another
early
25
in the
minutes
beginning.
to.
Oh, the one we, yeah.
What was it?
I hope they all perform well. It was right here when we were all getting real sexual.
Yeah,
Real
exactly.
Nothing to do with the.
Oh, wait,
in the
here it is.
episode.
Here it
It's
is.
just us
Because
getting
everyone knows
sexual.
that you've had your eye on him for a while now.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I hope they all perform well.
Hmm.
Of course you do.
But everyone knows that he's your favorite.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a way to make it not
mean-
sound creepy. I think
Agreed.
it's really just going to be on the delivery.
I think the delivery
Yeah,
of
makes
it'll
sense.
be
It can
fine.
even be. It can even be, but he's a talented youngling. Of course you do, but he's a talented youngling. He will most certainly go on to do great things.
Everyone knows that you have.
I hope you just hope that Zephyr performs well. I hope they all perform well. Of course
Just-
you do. But he's a talented youngling. Like you're just cutting through everything.
mean,
We
yeah.
all know he's talking about Zephyr.
Just get rid of that and just get
Yeah.
rid of the sentence. Of course you
Problem
do.
solved.
Nobody
Yeah, of
blames you.
course you do. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Perfect.
there we go.
When it doesn't work, delete it. Just get rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
Works for
So
me.
when you wrap up editing this episode and you didn't like it, just delete the whole thing.
Let's not.
Throw it out in the trash.
Let's not do that. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and just hit save.
Actually,
twice.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Good call.
Yeah, fair. Let's use that thesaurus on all the perhapses just in case.
All right. Well, all right. I'll come back to just us. And yeah, hey, we got through the whole opening scene. That was great. Thanks. Before
Absolutely. I'm
before we
honored to be
leave-
part of this. This is such a cool project.
Thanks. I take that personally because this, yeah, great.
Keep following your dreams. This is sick. Like honestly, if this isn't something that you're like, I hope you get the support to literally actualize this because this is so cool. And if it doesn't become done with human beings like a live action style, there's got to be people who are going to be like, yo, I'm going to help you. Let's animate the crap out of this because it's so cool.
Oh, I haven't even thought about that. I mean, the joke was at the beginning on our first episode. We were like, it has like a 0.0000001% chance of ever getting made, but I don't know. It's starting to turn out. I'm starting to really like it. So
Yeah.
I would watch this
Yeah.
on Disney Plus. I'm serious.
I mean, Disney minus at least. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. This is a Disney minus.
Well, that's where they have Song of the South.
Oh God, no.
Oh, all right. Well, before we leave, you two, I'll let you guys plug your podcast for a minute.
Jim?
Go ahead, Kai. You do it.
Cool.
I got it
no.
out first. Usually Kai makes me do it on the other podcast. Now it's their turn to shine. Cool.
Folks, Jim and I for the last 4 years have been doing a movie franchise podcast that is about following kind of franchises that went on a little too long. Somehow, 4 years has happened. We've watched every single Nightmare on Elm every single Lord of the Rings, including the rotoscope garbage that was the 1980s Lord of the Rings, every single Land Before Time. We just finished up our Spider-Man run and watched all of those. We're watching them one by one each week, so we are not skipping, except for I guess Civil War because it didn't matter, and no Venom. You can come back another day. But yeah, we're two improv besties. We came up in the Philadelphia scene together, and this is just kind of a passion project for us that started as a pandemic excuse to hang out with old friends, and now it's just something that I'd hope never dies. So it's something for you to join our journey as friends, develop, and honestly, it's one of the most important projects I think I've ever done. It just not necessarily for how many listeners we get, but just how much it feeds my soul.
Yeah. If
So-
you want a lot of inside baseball talk about the Philadelphia improv scene, come over and listen to us. But there's also a lot of talking about a movie that is probably bad.
Yeah, and also 9/11 comes up a lot for some reason.
Oh
That's
my God,
another big
9/11
thing.
comes up so much. You'd be shocked at how much 9/11 comes up naturally.
Well,
Like we don't bring it up. We never.
It doesn't make any sense.
We put the kibosh on us bringing it up, and somehow people are still bringing it up.
Yeah. So yeah, come and listen for those. It's like the real Beetlejuice situation, but with 9/11. It just kind of sneaks in there somehow, and you just got to pay attention for it.
Yeah, if you say 9/11 3 times, 9/11 happens. a second plane hits the tower. Is that PG-13 to say that?
I don't know. I might edit that out.
It's a history lesson.
I don't know.
Just fill in another tragedy. just sneak in a different tragedy that's less offensive, and you'll be fine.
Is there?
Just needs to go far back. Just go back 100 more years, and it's usually okay to joke about.
That's 100%. That's exactly how that works. So just go with like I don't know.
Lincoln being
Rob
shot.
Schneider. If you say Rob Schneider 3 times, Rob Schneider happens.
It's true.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Don't say it. Don't
He
say
will
it
show
again. I already
up.
said it twice. I already said it twice. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm not gonna say Rob Schneider. I swear to God.
Ah.
Now we gotta watch the hot chick. Dang.
It's me,
Oh.
Jessica.
Oh my God. No. He really leans into it. His acting is like he is so pure in that moment. He believes it.
Yeah.
He's upset.
Oh.
But no, yeah, it is something that everyone should come out and check. Join us on that because it's a ride that we're never going to stop. We're doing Shrek next, and I'm so excited to see Puss in Boots because I've never watched any of them, and all I have to do is torture myself with Shrek the Third and Shrek Forever After in order to get to it, and that's fine.
I'm telling you, Shrek Forever After, pretty good.
I'm
Yeah,
not gonna.
it's
I'm not
worth
gonna
it.
down Shrek Forever After. No.
Cool.
Shrek the Third,
All right.
we all will down that though.
It's
Justin Timberlake does not bring it that movie.
Mm-mm.
No. All right, and that's the Rotten Treasures podcast, right? Yeah.
Well,
It's
one
going to be
treasure.
forever, or just one singular treasure, and I guess that still counts as a
Treasure?
plural. Rotten treasure.
Okay.
You
And
should probably rename the podcast considering everybody thinks it is multiple treasures.
Yeah. No, I'm never doing that because then I have to change the logo. So no.
all right. So find them. You can find it on your socials. Is all just Rotten Treasure.
Rotten_treasure on Instagram. It's probably the one we're most active on. And you can, if you want, for like $1 a month, if you end up liking the podcast, you can tell us what to vote for. It gets you a vote in the franchise on our Patreon. So, the patreon.com/rotten treasure. I think you can tell us to finally watch Scream like we've been begging for our Patreon supporters to vote for so we can actually get into it.
I love Scream.
So you all watch things that have been going on way too long, right?
And yeah, anything we really do try to give Patreon supporters stuff that it's just like it's really like there's no business for it to go that long. It actually started because of Jim's love for the 6th installment of Friday the 13th.
Okay. So next week you're going to review this episode because we've been going on way too long.
Oh,
Sweet.
I'm just kidding.
It's
I'm
us.
just
It's this
kidding.
podcast. We're actually going to be reviewing this podcast.
Yeah, we say that it's a podcast about movie franchises go on too long, and then we record a podcast that goes on for way too long.
It was meta.
No,
Yeah, the
I'm
amount
just-
of podcasts we've recorded that are longer than the movie that we've watched is most of them.
Yep. Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I just wanted to segue into a joke.
No, it's good. We'll be back with the calamity as two heads in one form,
Yay.
Yeah.
One of us is Greg Proops.
and one of us is gay.
Which one? Whoa, look at me. We'll let you figure it out. I know. I know. It sounds like it's both of us, but it's not.
I love you, Kai. You're so funny.
Thank you, Jim. Anyway, thank you all so much for coming out to the
Oh,
Pleasure
Are we
podcast.
closing out their podcast? What are you doing?
Sorry.
Really takes on this
I just
part,
got-
so he's
I just got
thinking.
a really good idea about your character. I'll tell you in a minute.
Okay.
I won't
Okay.
spoil that on camera. All right.
Ooh.
So for Jess, for Kai, for Jim, I'm Drew, and Brandon. Shoot something. Be back next week. We will talk to you later tomorrow. I don't remember what the hell my sign off is. Bye.